Healthy Lifestyle Crib presents How to Tell If Someone Really Dislikes You, 16 Subtle Signs. Do you have a friend who acts strangely while you're around? Or maybe you've noticed that the talks you have with your crush are getting shorter and less interesting. If you want to be friends or have a relationship with someone, you should make an effort. Although it may sound dismal and hopeless, it can be beneficial to try to determine whether or not the people around you genuinely like you. Better relationships can be formed and a lot of misery avoided if you weed out the people who don't want to spend time with you and maintain the folks who do. The following are some signs that someone you know has a hidden dislike towards you. Number 1. They always find a way to disagree with you. Someone who constantly puts you down for what you think is unlikely to like or respect you. If you feel like every proposal you have gets shot down before you even finish the sentence, it's probably because the other person has an irrational dislike of you and is therefore prejudiced against everything you recommend, good or bad. Number 2. They never have plans with you. If you are always the one to initiate plans and they never follow through, it's likely that they aren't interested in spending time with you and may not even like you. Both parties need to put in the same amount of work for the relationship to succeed. If two people like each other sufficiently, they'll find a way to spend time together even if one of them is more introverted than the other. Number 3. They won't find your jokes funny. Even if you're the funniest person in the room, someone who doesn't like you probably won't laugh at your jokes. Negative feedback might also take the form of people choosing to ignore your social media updates. They won't want to validate you by showing any attention in what you say or write, regardless of how enticing it is. Number 4. They always leave you hanging. Things in life don't always work out the way we expect them to. However, you should take the hint if the other party keeps canceling and giving reasons. Although everyone has a hectic schedule, if someone likes you, they will likely make an effort to accommodate your schedule or interests. They will find a way to make it up to you if they genuinely can't hang out. Number 5. They avoid making direct eye contact. Falsely assuming someone's worth makes it harder to make eye contact with them. In most cases, those who avoid making eye contact with you are trying to conceal some negative feeling they have for you. It's possible they're too reluctant to express their true feelings around you, so they keep their heads down and avoid making eye contact. Now, it's important to note that someone's unwillingness to make eye contact with you isn't necessarily a sign of disinterest. Don't put too much stock in someone's eye contact with you because of a single sign. It can be affected by a wide range of physiological and psychological circumstances, including things like nervousness. Number 6. Their voice of tone changes. The tone of someone's voice can reveal a great deal about how they feel about you. Learning to recognize subtle changes in a person's tone of voice might provide insight into their emotional state. They don't care about you enough to put out any effort at politeness if they always sound condescending and sarcastic, sometimes to the point of being unpleasant and insensitive. Number 7. Their body language is very restrained. How someone is feeling or thinking can be easily interpreted from their body language. Someone who displays aggressive or negative body language is probably not interested in having a conversation with you. They might ignore you completely by avoiding eye contact, leaning away, physically turning their body, or even pointing their feet away from you. Number 8. Your conversation is cut short. If your conversation partner is interested in you, you will both take turns talking and covering a wide range of topics. When someone doesn't want to talk to you, they'll try to cut the conversation short. You should expect short, snippy reactions from them if you ask a question or tell a tale that involves a response from them. If someone doesn't make any attempt to engage in conversation with you, it's possible they're not interested in you or even want to be around you. Number 9. They'll only answer with emojis. Digital communication technologies give rise to a fresh linguistic form. However, if a person simply sends you emojis or pre-written messages through text messaging, they may not be interested in a conversation. I mean, a few sentences on a keyboard aren't exactly time-consuming. You should probably look for folks who are genuinely interested in you if you feel like you aren't getting far with them in text conversations. Number 10. You won't get a genuine smile from them. A smile is an automatic facial expression triggered by a pleasurable sight or experience. Therefore, it is impossible to fake a genuine smile. The muscles surrounding the eyes are not activated when a person is faking a smile, but they are used when they genuinely smile. Fake smiles are frequently very noticeable, just like the one you created for your school picture. Number 11. Just feeling a bit uncomfortable. Of course there will be social hiccups, but if you're constantly on edge whenever you're with a certain person, it could be a clue that the two of you just don't click. It's possible that there are too many pauses in conversation. Maybe you two just can't seem to agree on anything to do. Or maybe you just don't feel right around them. There are a lot of things you can't control or even begin to understand when it comes to developing romantic or platonic feelings for other people. Take it as a lesson and move on to a friend or companion with whom you feel more at ease. Number 12. They never give compliments or praises. Compared to the last sign, this one is more noticeable. No matter how great or small your achievement, you deserve to be celebrated by the people in your life. A person who doesn't like you probably won't be happy for your successes, either because they don't care or because they want you to fail. They will probably be condescending and harsh. People that don't like you will want to bring you down, and they'll do it out of jealousy or envy most of the time. They won't mention anything nice about you and will only point out your flaws. Number 13. Scratching their necks. Frequent neck scratching or stroking can convey a wide range of feelings, from flirtatious interest to crippling nervousness. Of course, it could also indicate that the speaker is dishonest. Touching or scratching the side of the neck below the ear while having a conversation may be a sign that the other person is either not being truthful or secretly disagrees with what you are saying. Number 14. Few or no physical contact is made. Touching occurs in relationships because it shows interest in the other person, whether friendly or passionate. When you go out together, pay attention to how much physical touch there is between the two of you. Many different things can be communicated and accomplished through physical contact, from demonstrating a sense of shared identity or commitment to one another in a relationship to sparking sexual or romantic interest or offering comfort and support. The person may not like you very much if they try to avoid any kind of physical touch with you. Number 15. They'll attempt to get in close to you. On the other hand, there are those who prefer to keep their friends close and their foes closer. This one may be more subtle, but it is still detectable if you keep your eyes alert. They'll make a huge effort to be friends with you. One sure sign is that they talk to you non-stop about everyone else. So it's safe to assume they're doing the same thing to you secretly. It's usually not a coincidence if you hear gossip about yourself after someone has unsuccessfully tried to join your inner group. Number 16. You gut it. Most of the time, our first impressions of people are spot on. It's important to trust your instincts and not be fooled by someone's pleasant demeanor or enthusiastic body language if you get the sense that something is amiss about them. Perhaps your unconscious has noticed something that your rational mind has missed, and if random alarms are going off in your head, it's a red flag that something is up. Knowing whether or if a potential romantic partner likes you is important information. This doesn't suggest you should start psychoanalyzing everyone you meet. It's not healthy to spend your life anxious about whether or not others approve of you. However, life and social interactions can be simplified if you learn to recognize the signs that a person is worth making an effort to connect with. Don't stress too much if you get the impression that someone doesn't really like you. Instead, focus on developing meaningful relationships with those who contribute positively to your life. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. Leave your comments and feedback below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Please share it so we may keep making them. Click the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And remember to click the notification bell. If you liked this video, you should see what we have to offer in our other videos. Thanks for watching.